everybody, this is Annalisa with Journey to the Goddess. I am founding creatrix and hostess of this YouTube channel. Welcome. So since filming this segment with Verónica Iglesias, we have since decided to offer a special promo on her Jade Oracle deck, but you'll have to watch until the end of the video to find out. Hint, it's somewhere before the end credits. It is this Jade Oracle deck that I would say actually brought us together. In that reading, one of the things you'd suggested was that I wear some more jade to help me kind of center in and bring in more feminine energy into my body and into my life. What makes jade a feminine energy? And how is it useful? How can it be used to women?
Jade, in the terms of the Mesoamerican cosmogony, is related with the feminine cosmic energy. Jade represents Chalchihuit. It is like almost like a ring made with jade. It's like almost a mythical symbol. So this ring is called the Anahuac, that means around the water. It's where we live, like the jade represents the earth. So the jade is connected with all the feminine energy that Mother Earth represents. The jade was one of the most important stone in Mesoamerica time. The people in power were allowed to wear it. That was used as a coin to trade. Jade is also related with the water, with the jaguar, with plants, with the medicine. It represents all the cosmic feminine that we can touch while we are living in this earth. The jade is very earthy. How we in our physical existence can connect with the feminine energy, the cosmic energy, but bring it back to where we are.
How do you use it?
Like, for example, this is jade. I have this with me every day and it's in my left hand. That is the feminine hand. The jade will help the person to be brave with this feminine energy. Jewelry is perfect. If you want to have something more sophisticated to connect with the jade, you can pray with the jade, meditate with the jade. I love to visualize like I in the middle of this ring. When I visualize that, I feel that the earth is really holding me. Like I feel safe, I feel healthy, I feel grounded at the same time, but also protected. And the other thing that also is very practical, for example, I like to put some piece of jade in my water, the water I drink for the day. The jade will also change the vibration of the water.
Can you tell us a little bit about the deck and what inspired you to create it?
It has 52 cards with different deities, masculine and feminine, and symbols. This is the result of a project of 10 years when my father passed. When that happened, I was feeling totally broken. I finished my master's degree, so I have more knowledge, all the academic part, the archetypes of the deities. I start feeling energies of different deities during my phase of grieving, my phase of healing. So I start taking notes how I was experiencing each one. The first oracle I would say was 10 deities. That was the circle of healing with 10 feminine deities. Of course, they were helping me, but later when I was doing therapies with women, I was kind of asking them like, pick one. And that card will give me the information where they were in their healing path. And then people was asking me, where can we find this? So it's when Anna and I, we start talking about an oracle. So we worked for a couple of years deciding which deities, what symbols we want to bring. They were not all of them. There's still several symbols that are not here, but we try to have a good balance. Another amazing thing that we're finding with this oracle is the only one who is bringing the deities symbols from Mesoamerica, the ancient or Aztec. These are more Aztec. So a lot of people who carry that heritage is feeling the knowledge is here again. They are back. So this is the chocolate, the cacao. The chocolate is a very sacred plant. It's still used in different ceremonies and rituals. It's the main offering in ceremonies for the deities. This card talk us about things that we don't like thinking in the bitterness of the chocolate. The cacao is very bitter. If you don't add sugar or any sweet thing, it's very bitter. But if you add honey or sugar, it's very sweet and delicious. But it's the same thing, honoring and remembering that every experience is sacred. Coatlicue, she represents Mother Earth, all the capacity to create, but also to destroy. That's also something very different, because in the patriarchy, everybody has to create, but nobody wants to talk about destruction. So it's a cycle. We create, but we get to destroy some things what we create in order to create something better.
Can you talk about any of the symbols in that card?
Her name is the one with the snake skirt. So she has all the skirt is made with the snakes. The face are two snakes face to face. So the snake is a sacred being, also represent wisdom, represent recreate, let go, but also recreate who you are. You can see she has claws also. She has hands here and a heart and a skull that represent like the regeneration. We have three souls according to this cosmogony. The second is the heart, the teiolia. Then the heart is the millwork. So the heart is also like the invitation to be here, to be present in this, to connect with the love and do what you love to do. That's why we are here in Earth. So those are some of the symbols from Coatlicue. The eagle and the jaguar. The jaguar represent the feminine cosmic energy, and the eagle is related with the masculine. Both represent the perfect balance when we are able to carry both energies in our bodies. And also everybody has their own teaching. So this, for example, you have this is the invitation to connect more with the feminine, trusting your intuition, connecting with water, medicinal arts. And when you have this is as the invitation to connect more with the masculine energies of the cosmos, trusting but also taking action, doing things, and apply that way you can see the whole picture, whatever situation you are in. The Temazcali, this is the sweat lodge in the Mesoamerican tradition. The Temazcal represents the womb of Mother Earth. So when you got this card, is time to go in your body. So what you need to let go in order to be born, to start this new beginning. In this tradition is open to everybody. I know there's other traditions where women who are bleeding are not allowed to go inside or even being around. But with the Temazcal, they are fine. And also in the traditional way, you go naked because you go to the womb. You are going to do a ceremony. You are not going to have a good time. It's like ceremony.
Right. I love that. You're not going to party. You're going.
Yes. Exactly. Malinalxochitl. We were talking earlier about how the Mexicas were migrating south. The history only talks about the masculine deity that was guiding the Mexicas or the Aztecs, that is called Huitzilopochtli. But she was the feminine guide, the spiritual guide. At some point, she was left in a place called Malinalco, that is a couple hours northeast from Mexico City. She was left by Huitzilopochtli, her brother. What we can see now in the literature, in the articles, they say that she was a witch, that she was not a good woman, that she was killing people. When I think in her, for me, it's like, it's like the similar stories everywhere with patriarchy, right? Like the powerful women are the witches. They were punished because they were powerful, they were wise. So I was sure that was something similar with her. When I started doing more research with Anki, we found out that at some point with the patriarchal system was taking more power, the masculine deity took all the power. So I think there's a lot of things that we still need to recover about her story. And I'm very sure that she was, like I say, she was the leader. She knew about medicinal arts. She knew how to lead the people connected with us in a spiritual way. So she knew in the place where she was abandoned, Malinalco, later that became a very powerful spiritual center where all the warriors from the Mexica group were going back to be initiated in the warrior brotherhoods, I will say, like a specific, like the higher, they have a very higher rank. They need to go to this feminine place. So it's again like, what's happening there? Yeah. So that's why I have this fascination with her. There is no images of her. The artist of the Jade Oracle, Ramona Teo, was able to really channel her energy. This is a skull with grass. So her name, Xochitl means flower, and Malinali is a kind of grass. So it's the flower of the grass. What she has here is the snake called Shiwat. So this snake is the one who the leaders were carrying. It's like a stick with the shape of a snake that was only for the leaders. So in the sources where they talk about her, they say that she has different animals like the scorpions, centipedes, snakes, that these animals were helping her to kill the people. So that's like the history. But doing the research, finding that also these animals, the same, the scorpion, the snakes, the centipedes, were used for healing. So again, like bringing back these elements, I'm very sure that these were part of her allies to do the healing. She's very powerful. It's very powerful. So the way how I'm working now is embracing more my role as a spiritual leader. I'm having two groups right now, one group of men and one group of women, where I'm sharing the medicine, but also we start the first cycle healing, like personal healing. The idea is that they became healers in this tradition, in the Tisillot, that is the word for medicinal arts. And she's the one who is leading this process. So she's helping me to be in this place of leadership, bringing the medicine and be the leader. That's how she's very present in my life this year. When you are out in the world, it's still dangerous, right? Like when you say your truth, when you challenge the patriarchal system, there's a lot of consequences. She is the one who is helping me to overcome these concerns, personal confrontations, my own fears, insecurities. But I love her.
She's quite a presence. What do you feel that individual women, for example, could do to make a difference in their lives today?
I would say start healing the wounds of the feminine.
Wounds.
The wounds. Because when we are in this earth carrying all these wounds, this pain, emotional pain, we are still little girls. We are not stepping in the power as grown women because we are living in this state of disempowerment and trying to find somebody to rescue us. It's also the patriarchal history, like the prince will come and help and rescue, finding ways like whatever therapy, whatever technique is the best to go to our personal underworld, things that are very painful, things that just because we are women, just because we carry or we represent the feminine energy, we experience that. Is patriarchy. We go to the numbers, for example, from 5 women in the world, 3 women will experience any kind of sexual violence during their lifetime. So those are the ones that we are carrying in the collective. So we start healing that, finding ways to heal that is when we're going to be able to bring back trust ourselves and embracing the feminine. But I think that's the first step, to heal the pain and heal, clean, disinfect, bring love, bring healing, because I don't see there's other way to bring that power back. I experienced those situations since I was very young, and I'm from Mexico City, where you are forced to be very masculine too, to survive. It's a very masculine city with millions of people around you. So I was very masculine in order to survive. Even difficult situations have in my life, I tried to pretend that I was strong, that everything was fine, everything perfect. And I start healing. I start my process of healing. In a workshop, I discovered that I was still carrying a lot of fear being around men. And again, I was in my super powerful, like strong, bossy, but it's this inner child that was having this fear to be hard because of the masculinity that was, again, is no balance. So when I realized that is a different level of healing, I healed that. Now I feel very comfortable. And I start trusting women. I think that can be the other thing. When we heal, when we embrace our feminine energy, there's nothing to prove. There's no competition. When we can start experimenting in spaces where we're sisterhood and we trust each other as women, as sisters.
Thank you for all of the work that you do for the feminine, for people to heal themselves, and the wisdom that you bring, and the lineage that you bring. I mean, it's quite profound, kind of all of these different pieces that you're bringing together and helping not just individuals heal, but the feminine heal, the cosmos heal, and the lineage heal.
Everybody carry a very powerful lineage. So I think it's time also to go inside yourself and listen to your ancestors, bring in the medicine that resonates with you, the tradition that resonates with you, bring the change, bring the love and the light.
So thank you. I feel really honored to have you here today.
Thank you. It's an honor for me to be here too in this beautiful space you are creating. Thank you for what you are doing too.
At this point, would you like to share with the audience how they can find out more about you and your work?
Sure. So I have a website, Honoring Your Transformation, all together, honoringyourtransformation.com, where you can see what I'm doing. I'm also in Facebook as Verónica Iglesias, and also Papalot, Honoring Your Transformation is the name of my page. If you want to check what's happening with the Jade Oracle, we are in Instagram with the name The Jade Oracle.
People can also purchase the Oracle deck, the Jade Oracle deck.
Yes, they can purchase the Jade Oracle. I do sessions with healing sessions, but also readings with the Jade Oracle. And also whoever feels called to start a path of self-healing oriented to learning this tradition, that's the place where you can find more information. That I will start in November, another group who wants to start this personal journey of healing, and then the preparation to start going into the deep principles of the ancient tradition of healing.
Sign up, everybody, sign up.
Yeah, because also this medicine wants to come back.
I love this rising, the remembrance of lineages that are reviving themselves. We can all contribute to the healing of the lineages and the world.
Totally.
So, yes. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. If you liked this video, please hit like, please subscribe to the channel, please leave a comment, and please share with other like-minded goddess folk. And if you're interested in supporting the channel in other ways, then I encourage you to head on over to my Instagram page, which is a crowdfunding platform for creators like me. And there you can find all about membership. So thank you again, Veronica, and we will see you again next time. Ciao. Thank you for watching my conversation with Verónica Iglesias. From today, September 4th, through the end of the month, September 30th, 2020, Veronica and I will be offering a special discount on her Jade Oracle deck. To take advantage of this special offer, head on over to my website and sign up for my email list, where you'll get special instructions and a promo code to order the deck. I'm also going to leave the same information in the body of the YouTube text box. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, ciao.